morning, everybody. It is episode 205 of the Podlie podcast. Oh, that's a lot of episodes. So, as we did last week, I'm going to mention the topic really quick, and then we'll have our little chit chat. So we decided our topic this week we'll be talking about like alternative lifestyles. What we mean by that is like living off the grid, tiny homes. Like a lot of people are going that route where they're getting like a 750 square foot home or 500 square foot home, whatever the case might be. We thought we'd have a discussion about that and see what everybody thinks, and if you've done it or know anybody that is involved or have done it or living off the grid, etc.
Or wanted to.
Yeah, maybe it's something that you're thinking about wanting to do.
And
so
why would you do it?
That's the topic for today, and we're here. So,
Hello.
how was everybody's week, Paul?
Good. Groundhog Day. No, it's good. Yeah, nothing to report. My son's doing a volleyball tournament right now.
Is that why you were late?
That is why I was late. Legitimately, that was from one town to the next.
Yeah,
it is. That is. I'm playing chauffeur. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. Nothing new. Nothing going on.
nice.
All is well.
Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Deborah Hughes-Gar.
Morning, guys.
Nicole says she truly loves the new opening, and Nicole also says happy
Saturday.
Got that out of the way early.
Hey, Nicole just pointed fact, the new opening. We love it too. And that's thanks to James, but don't tell him I said that because I only say bad things about him,
Nicole is saying our sound is muffled.
Muffled?
How does it look over there on the monitor, James? Getting good levels?
It's pretty high.
Yeah, levels are looking good there. Might be, check your mic there, Paul. You might need to adjust it so you're more straight onto it.
Checkez-vous one. Checkez-vous.
Yeah, just turn your mic there a little bit so you're more
Checkez-vous.
talking into here, not the side. There you go.
Hang on.
All right. How was your, other than you slept in this morning? So talking about rushing in late.
Talking about rushing in late. I'm like a teenager. It's like I slept through a bunch of alarms this morning. My wife is away and all that sort of stuff. No doggy, no nothing. So I'm pretty much batching it. And I set a bunch of alarms. And then last night before I went to sleep, I went to sleep late. Took a couple of melatonin, so like 10 milligrams of melatonin. And had myself some nice sleepy time tea. I did all the routine.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember actually falling asleep. Luckily, I set all the alarms, or unluckily, because guess what? All of a sudden, my eyes opened this morning, and I'm like, I never heard the alarm. That's pretty good. Cliff getting up before the alarm even, right?
That's really good.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I look at the clock and it's like, oh my God, what's going on here? It's like 7:20 or something. And
You did know it was Saturday, right?
Yeah, well,
it is Saturday.
I know, but I still wanted to get up early. I wanted to do a little bit of reading and stuff before I got here.
So Leslie Ann is gone away and she's taken the dog too?
No, actually, the dog is in with a boarder.
Oh, okay.
And Leslie Ann went to Saskatchewan, but I was
Yep.
I was planning on potentially doing some stuff this weekend, so we didn't want to be tied down having to to look after him. Not that any of it came to fruition,
right?
So I could have looked after him, but he's having a good time at this boarder's place. She's got 2 other dogs.
Yep.
And she keeps sending us pictures, and he's having
playtime,
a
baby.
time. He's having a rollicking time.
Awesome.
How about you, Bill?
Again, busy week and lots going on and getting ready. I have to be part of a conference Monday, Tuesday next week at the Jubilee Auditorium. Called Backstage Access. So the company I work with, we have a booth there. So got one of our gentlemen from Ottawa flying in, and one of our guys from Red Deer coming down, and
that's the Jubilee
at the Jubilee Auditorium. Yeah, it's a conference to showcase stage lighting, tour lighting, sound systems, etc. So we'll be there displaying. Tuesday's the show, Monday's setup. So getting all ready for that. Otherwise, we had a music. Our music club show last week, of course, and now we're getting ready for, of course, Ravenwood coming up here soon as well.
Yeah,
very exciting.
Today's your last day, by the way, to take advantage of the pre-sale tickets.
Pre-sale tickets, do it if you can and if you want to. Who said the sound was a problem?
It's fixed. It's all fixed.
Okay, good.
Yep, all done.
Good.
Nicole says her husband is away. William Kirkland says hello because he's working. And Laura took one of the girlies out to Pokemon this month. What?
What's a Pokemon?
What kind of
Pokemon.
to the show is that?
Yeah, unbelievable. No,
Stage show? Stage show?
Yeah, I don't know what
Maybe?
that is.
don't know.
Pokemon.
yeah, I don't know what that is.
Wow,
I
that's
don't know.
not a lot of commitment there, Laura, on a Saturday morning.
We're
We know
going to assume it's a stage show.
that the Podlie podcast is on.
There we go. Yeah, I know. It's no commitment.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact of the matter is, though, you could have it on your phone. So I'm assuming you have it on your phone.
yeah. And Deborah Hughes-Gar, how are you? I'm assuming you're doing pottery this morning in your pottery studio.
In the studio,
Hey.
the little
Got
pottery.
the big oven fired up, and you're maybe firing some pottery as well.
Deb,
Who
how many
knows?
hours do you put to pottery in a week? Ballpark it for me. I'm curious.
Probably quite a bit. 'Cause
Yeah, I would assume.
she retired from the
Yeah.
police, and she only does
You was
pottery.
with the
Yeah.
police?
She's with the Edmonton City Police.
Oh, I thought it was like the police, like synchronicity.
Oh,
police.
with a band, maybe. Maybe she played off stage. We always thought there were just three of
Sting,
them
Stuart Copeland, and Deborah Hughes-Gar.
in the background.
Every move.
Oh
you
no,
move.
see, yeah, it's doing so it's doing Pokemon, where they go around to the different sites on your phone and do that.
Oh, it's
Pokemon
the
thing.
Oh, I
okay,
see.
yeah. It's
They're still doing that?
I thought
I
that
guess
was,
yeah.
I thought that was dead in the water a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah, I thought like that there was a fad and it was toast.
Apparently, you can still chase them.
Apparently.
apparently. Yeah.
And what do you find? Do you find like physical items or what? Or is it digital?
Isn't it an
items?
app on your phone and you're doing? I don't know. I thought it was dead as well. I didn't realize people were still
Pokemoning,
Pokemoning.
poking.
Pokemon.
They're poking. People are still poking.
Speaking about poking, I thought the Facebook poke thing
Yeah.
was dead like 15 years ago.
Oh,
And I didn't know it. I never got noticed.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a few months ago, somebody said about poking or whatever. And I'm like, I thought that was dead. Said, no. And so I went looking for it. I had like, I don't know, like 300 bloody pokes or
How do
something.
you
Oh,
even
it's
do it?
alive, Cliff. I'll poke you later.
I'm like, I thought that was way dead long time ago. It was
how
such
do
a
you even
silly
still
thing.
do it? Because it used to be like, wasn't there a poke?
Yeah, there is still. If you go to Facebook and search it, you can.
Oh wow.
I'm like, and I remember back in the day, people say, poked you. I'm like, is that even nice?
Are you allowed to do that
now?
Are
anymore?
you allowed to do
What are you
that?
talking about now?
Yeah, that kind of goes into next week's topic.
I know.
Yeah, it's. I didn't know you were still allowed to do that actually. So,
Yeah.
good morning, Amy.
And Nicole says, I'll just read this for Bill's behalf, Nicole's behalf. She says, Bill, a huge congratulations from yesterday's post. The board totally deserves you. Bill, you want to tell us?
Oh
about
yeah.
that?
Hey,
Oh,
congratulations. That's
yeah,
right.
no, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I have been brought on to the board of directors for Volunteer Strathcona out here in
Nice,
Strathcona
nice.
County. So, yeah, that's nice. Good board.
Yeah, they're lucky to have you.
Good crew of people on there. So
Mhm.
that should be
Mhm.
fun. Amy says, "Good morning, pretty Podlies. We're pretty."
Rather pretty then.
Yeah.
Good
It
morning,
must be
Amy.
my makeup I put on this morning.
I thought you were with kids and all, Amy, like looking after the kidlets.
Yeah, but
and all
maybe
types of
she's
stuff.
got her commitments right in that she still has the
She's got
kids
her
and
commitments.
she's tuned in, not like other people on the
Well, like
podcast.
certain other people, you won't mention any
Won't
Laura
mention
names.
any names, Laura.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So-
Some chasing Pokemon, some
there we
chasing
go.
kids.
And Nicole's giggling away, and she says the pokey thing is hidden where you find birthdays and events. There you go, guys.
Mm.
Oh, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was gone as well, so I hadn't even thought about looking at it.
Yeah,
anymore.
that was so funny.
You haven't
because
thought about
somebody
poking in a
mentioned it.
while, have you?
Yeah.
No, so I didn't know it was.
Somebody
again, like I
said that, and then, like I said, and I went looking for it, and there was like 300 pokes over God knows how many years, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I'm not going back and poking all these people.
I don't poke.
3 years after they poked me, I go back and go poke back.
By the way,
And again, I didn't think poking was the thing you could do anymore
I didn't
without
think-
getting in trouble.
I mean, not that there's anything
Yeah.
wrong
what
with
was
that.
that?
Yeah, for sure. So, anyway, from poking to alternative lifestyles.
I thought that was an alternative lifestyle.
Apparently.
And now for something completely on topic.
Yeah,
And now for something
let's talk about alternative lifestyles and poking. So, all right. So, do you guys know anybody that lives completely off grid?
No,
Neither do I.
no.
Nope.
I've seen, some people on TV that have done it and moved completely off
Yeah,
Mhm.
off grid and gone away from everything. Power, all that kind of stuff, right?
yeah.
Amy-
Years ago, I was looking at this house is called an earth house, I think, if I remember correctly. And basically, it's built out of old tires
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And basically, it's built into, like, if you got a little tiny hill or something,
Mm-hmm.
it's built right into the hill, like in southern Alberta. It's built right into the hill. I think it's called an earth house, James. I don't know if you can find that or not. It's a really neat looking thing. And basically, you build it out of tires, and you fill the tires
Wow.
with sand and all these things. And
Kind
you
of like
have
straw homes too.
and then you have water on the inside, and then you have fish in the water, and then
And
water,
it's Alberta.
and
Really?
then the water
Wow.
feeds the plants,
Wow.
right? And then you can grow herbs within the house, but the fish water gets recycled through the plants and back up to the fish, and yada yada yada. It's really quite cool, actually.
You got to wonder if that's an industry in Alberta, or if you can actually, if you have to go really far off the grid to tropical islands or what have you to really.
no,
They
it's
have,
all over.
they have these earth houses right.
No,
in Alberta.
I'm aware of that, but I
Crazy.
wonder how popular it is in this province,
Well, I don't
or
imagine
in
it's
this
terribly
country for
popular.
that matter. You know.
I know there was like, and I don't know if they were based outside of Edmonton at one point or somewhere in Alberta. There was a straw home company, and they would even do courses where you go out and you learn how to build your home out of straw,
Out of
Use
straw,
straw and mud and all that kind of thing, right? I don't know if they're still
And
out
I'll huff
there or
and
what,
I'll
but
puff.
yeah. So, but no, actually, they're actually very durable and very, very strong.
Oh,
So
they're
once
actually
you get
very durable.
once you get the mud and everything in there, like they're solid.
Yeah, makes
Well,
sense.
and where do they get that from? That's from old school building, man. They used to
That's
build things
old
like that in
styles, yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
In the days of the pharaohs, right?
That's where engineering came from.
Yeah, like if you look at some of the, well, if you go back in history and see, some of the ruins that are still somewhat standing.
Correct.
So you look at how strong,
Yeah.
they were, right?
Hey, funny story. I was reading a little while ago about the Great Wall of China, and notwithstanding the morbid stuff, which of course was, if one of the slaves or whoever building the walls, if they died, they just got buried in the wall.
100%.
So that's one of the things. But the other thing is that they found that the mortar that they're using for the wall was mixed with rice.
Wow.
Correct.
And what happened
Yep.
was, you familiar with this, Paulie?
Correct. Well, I've walked the Great Wall 3 times, so
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you're familiar with
Yep.
the
100%. I've seen documentaries on it
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and that's why it stands today.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
6,000 years later,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we can't build a goddamn road
No.
and let it last for 3 months
Yeah.
without having to
Yeah.
redo it.
Yeah.
And yet, they built a wall that lasts 6,000 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you can have a snack.
and you can.
Got some rice there. So.
Mhm.
That's right. Earth. I wish I could find that, James. You pulled up some of it, but there's another one called Earth something, and it's like tires. It's so amazing, and it's so self-sufficient
Mm-hmm.
in all kinds of weather that it's really quite remarkable that you can do that in our world, right? Because that's one of the things. I mean, I would love to have a greenhouse. One of my dreams would be to have a greenhouse.
Is that right, eh?
Oh,
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Really?
I would love to have a greenhouse. I would grow herbs in there. I would grow, some of the vegetables that are difficult
So-
to find here.
So you'd have the greenhouse, but would you live off the grid?
I would love to.
Like no power, you
No,
just
I would
everything's
love to.
done.
I would love
Wow, very
Yeah.
cool.
I would love to. The only thing,
No flushing toilets.
actually, that's my only sort of
Use composting toilets.
composting toilets. Yeah, my only of all the amenities that I would really, really desire if I was
Mhm.
living off the grid would be water.
Right.
Like fresh water
Mhm.
and flushing toilets and all that type of
Mhm.
stuff. I would like that. Like I would, if somebody gave me a choice, electricity or water, but I'd
Mhm.
pick water.
James
Right.
has a say up now.
Look at this ecological greenhouse.
This is an Alberta company, actually.
that.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna look at that. Yeah, very cool.
Nicole says William Kirkland and I were watching a couple who bought a tiny house. I'm assuming brought a tiny house from China, and
Ah.
it expanded to a bit bigger than a double wide.
Wow.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of, as I mentioned in the intro, tiny homes. So people have
Yeah.
really gotten into that. But look at the ecological greenhouse. So you're actually sharing
That's
that.
so great.
If you're watching
Wow.
the show, you can see that on your
Yeah.
screen right now.
I mean, that looks like something that the
that
Hobbits
cool?
should be
It
living
does.
there.
Yeah,
That
I was
does-
just thinking about that. There's
Lord
the
of the
Shire right
Rings.
there, friends.
Yeah, like look at that one.
Look at that on the side of the hill.
Yeah, side of the hill, the one with the white
Yeah.
front, all glass front on it.
Wow.
Like I know when Chai and I go to Salt Spring, we stay in a cottage there, and that cottage is probably trying to think with this full square footage on it. It's not much more than probably 800 square feet, maybe. but it's, well, then now that's not off the grid. Let's say it has plumbing and
Right,
power
right,
and
right,
stuff,
yeah.
but it's small, but it's just a nice size, right? Like,
Right.
everything is right there.
It's funny
Kitchen.
because when you came up with this topic, that's the first thing I was thinking about was Salt Spring.
Yeah.
The first thing is, and that's a big thing. Is it a big thing? Do you see?
There are a
I'll
lot of
bet you if you
smaller
go
on Salt
back,
Spring, but there are a lot of big homes on Salt Spring as well.
Yeah.
So it's
Not
a
massive
mix,
homes,
right? There's some massive homes there, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that have the land with smaller homes. The tiny homes on Salt Spring, I think, has started to become a thing though,
Something,
as well.
Yeah. It's funny, if you look at the city, they have architectural controlled areas.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a fan. I'm not advocating it. I'm not a fan of it, or nothing like that. However, if you look at some of these resort type places, such as Salt Spring Island, if there's ever going to be architectural control, I think they should damn well have it there.
Mhm.
Where you say you can't build a sprawling 6 million square foot home on here.
Mhm.
Because you're preserving the land and you're preserving it. So then you have architecture control saying, if you're a family of four, then probably or any family size, whatever, maybe some restrictions there. And you guys know me, I'm the person that doesn't like restrictions at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying if you're
Mhm.
going to have architectural control in
Yeah.
certain areas of the
Yep.
of the
Yep.
land, I think one of the more important areas to consider would be areas like Salt Spring Island, would be areas like that are somewhat isolated and potentially could be a place to go
Living off the land a
for
lot
that
more.
peace
Yeah.
and quiet and,
Yeah.
and getting out from
Yep.
from under our society's
Yeah.
amenities, right?
Yeah, I think, and like a lot of those homes, of course, on Salt Spring, or the bigger homes, especially, are all kind of on the outer part of the island because they're all looking over the
Looking
ocean,
over
and
the ocean.
and like there's some pretty neat looking homes for sure. But you're right, there's really no control that I know of.
Yeah.
I don't know what the building code or rules are on Salt Spring for.
What kind of demographic
building
is
home.
there on Salt Spring?
Well,
though?
it's
Is
very much kind of retired in some way. A lot of artists. Like there's Salt Spring
Yeah.
is full of artists.
so
from
it's
visual
so it's a
to-
very bohemian.
yeah. So like when you go
Community.
to their Saturday market, which will start, I think it starts in May, early
Yeah.
May. It's a really cool market, but it's all local. All the food, baking, everything in there is made locally. Like there's a lot of bakery places on Salt Spring where people making their own breads and things. There's one I can't remember the name of it, but you actually have to kind of go up the mountain kind of thing, and they have the bread company in there. It's really cool because you go in and the lady she's got everything set outside. She's got these big bread ovens outside her house, and everything
That's
is
so great.
is-
That's
is-
so great.
is made there. So it's mainly artists, musicians, like Randy Bachman still lives there.
back in Florida.
Fred Penner, those people all live there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, musicians, artists, and very small town. There is no major. You can't go to a Tim Hortons or a McDonald's. They don't have that. There's no
Yeah.
Starbucks. They have their own little coffee shops
Right.
on the island, and they've specifically done that on purpose. They don't allow any big franchises or any of the big people to come in.
Again, right? I'm not a person who is a proponent of restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in places like that, it's reasonable, right? I mean, do you actually want 19 million golden arches along
Yeah.
the ocean shoreline?
Yeah.
So in terms like that, I think I don't know. Like already, like Canada as a country, I would say is pretty, it's pretty cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you go to one town to another, really, it looks
is.
the same.
The same.
Right. I mean, can you not find?
That's true.
Can you not find an A&W, a McDonald's, and a Harvey's and a blah blah blah
Oh, yeah.
within a short small area of the town?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every damn town has it.
Yeah.
Right. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know. It takes away. It takes away from what I mean. We have a beautiful country,
Mm-hmm.
and yet our cities are ugly as sin. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's my own opinion. Most of our cities are absolutely freaking horrendously ugly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why is that?
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's just.
You know.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I do like about Salt Spring. Like they have a home hardware there. That's really about it. Deborah Hughes Gar says, I grew up in Northeast Saskatchewan.
Nice.
We didn't get power on our farm till I was 12. I think I
Wow.
could so live off grid because I know and I remember how.
Remember
And
how?
then she's asking, this is about Salt Spring, I believe, Gary Feigard and Voldy. Yes, Voldy's still there. I don't know about
Valdi's
Gary.
still there.
but
Didn't
Voldy-
Valdi used to live in Duncan though?
He might might have been, but as far as I know, Voldy's still now living on.
I thought Podlie used to live in Duncan, BC. I remember a friend of mine and I roaming around Duncan, BC, thinking we got to find Podlie and tell him we love him.
So yeah, actually, so Voldy was doing a show when we were there. They have an outdoor park,
Okay.
and during the summer they have, I think it's Wednesday nights, like a folk night, and it's free.
Yeah.
And they have all these different local folk
There
musicians
he
and
is.
stuff that come
Nice.
and play. And so Voldy played, and so I went and talked to him after the show because you can just walk up,
Right.
and so we had a good little chat. I have a picture of Voldy and I together.
Wow, that's
And,
cool. Really.
Yeah, it's a cool little show he did, and
If you ever want to piss him off, just call him. You're Vivaldi, aren't you?
Voldy.
You're Vivaldi, aren't you?
But yeah, Nicole says to go back to simplicity would be wonderful instead of being so technically
There
complicated.
we go. Deborah, you said you're from northeastern Saskatchewan. Any chance you want to tell me whereabouts? I'd be curious to know.
It's funny what Nicole says. Nicole says, just to end her opinion was technically complicated. Well, isn't technology the whole point of technology? Isn't it to make our lives more
Yeah, Paulie,
simple?
that was
I
was
just-
the mission.
That was so. I just found Nicole's
know.
comment. Technically, that was good. That was good.
was the mission.
Technically complicated.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and has technology eased a lot of our daily life? I would hazard to say absolutely not.
I like the way the computer was supposed to eliminate paper.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cut-
right. Eh?
Cut down any trees.
Yeah.
Right. It turns out now that we use more paper. I just read this a little while ago.
More
We've
paper.
got all these printers now.
We use
Yep.
more paper than ever.
Yep. Yep.
You know, so we got smart devices and we got phones and tablets and laptops and you name it. And still, I know many people who will print out something to read it or print out something and put it in the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get my personal bills online until 6 months ago.
Yeah,
It was always a paper trail.
Always a paper
I
trail.
like the paper trail.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you guys ever? You can also build tiny homes with wheels on them.
Yeah.
So would
They're
you
called
ever?
trailers, Bill.
They're called RVs.
Called RVs, Bill. I'm kidding.
What time did you wake up this morning? But I've seen where so you can build a 350 square foot tiny home or whatever, put wheels on it,
Yeah.
and you can set up on somebody's land if they let you for 6
I
months, and then
freaking
say,
love it. Man.
and then say, hook up your pickup truck or whatever.
I've
to
lived
it
here. I've
and
lived
move
there.
off to the next
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then you go out to the next Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. Somebody asked, I think it was Nicole or Deb, seen the apartment made of sea containers.
Yeah.
No, I have
Yeah.
not seen it, but right on White Avenue, right next to, very close to my office on White Avenue, they have an entire little plaza made out
It's made of sea
containers.
cans. Yeah.
Sea
So
cans.
it's right on the corner there,
Right in the corner there.
right across from the brew house
Yeah,
or
and then like
whatever.
ice cream there and all
Have
that.
you visited? I haven't had a chance to visit.
Oh,
yet.
it's fabulous.
Is it
Yeah.
cool?
It's really cool in
Yeah.
my mind. And when you look at it, like if you just step across the street and have a look at it, like from a visual standpoint, I'm like what I said earlier, right? Our cities are ugly and everything else because of all of the chains and everything else. But then you look at that and you go, that's not some old school Victorian building that
No.
people would expect if I say, oh, it's a beautiful
Yep.
city.
Yep.
No, it's got this wonderful industrial look and all of that sort of stuff, but it's very aesthetically pleasing in my mind.
It is.
for my eyes, it's very
Um,
aesthetically pleasing.
There's where she's from, Cliff. Deborah Hughes Gar.
One small mixed farm was close to Archville, not far from Wedina. Oh, Tisdale, yeah.
And Watson.
So up in that area, Meadow Lake area. Oh my God, what a beautiful area that is! You're so lucky to have grown up there. Yeah, I have acquaintances who live in Tisdale right now, and they live on a farm that is completely rustic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if they
There's-
have power there or not.
James just had the map up for Archville.
For Archville, yeah.
There you go. Now
yeah,
this is up
there-
on. I think our audience can see this as well.
Nice, cool.
So,
Cool.
Wow.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And I tell you what, that Meadow Lake area is absolutely beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, pristine countryside up there. There's something to be said about northern Saskatchewan. I mean, you go along Highway 93, I think it is, or 97. I think it's 93, and you're at the edge of the boreal forest, and you go all the way to Prince Albert. We camped at a campsite there, north of Prince Albert. can't think of what it's called now. You'd swear you're in alpine country down
Right.
down
Yeah.
down in BC.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. The air is
Yeah.
gorgeous, and the trees are beautiful.
Clean and crisp,
it's crisp
and
and clean and
quiet and
beautiful
yeah.
Oh man, I love it.
Now, if you were living fully off grid, that obviously would mean so you're gonna grow all of your own food and veggies.
Right. Oh,
would you
I
ever?
love
Would you ever hunt? Or would
I
you just
don't
do-
know.
There's a good
I
question.
don't know.
Would you
That's
just do all your own veggies and that kind of stuff? And then
Do you
if
know
you
the-
wanted meat, you buy that from somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I can hunt, but if I was starving, I could.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know
You'd
that I
find a
can
way.
actively go out
And kill
shoot-
something.
and shoot a creature. I would have trouble with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I used to fish when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't fish anymore. And one of the reasons I don't fish anymore is because I didn't like the process. I like being out there and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
But actually hooking the fish, and I know this sounds like so wimpy. I'm sorry if it does. But the fact of the matter is hooking that fish in and bringing it in and then hammering it on the head to kill it.
Mhm.
I lost the taste for that. I lost the feel for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it doesn't matter to you that it's that it ends up being sustenance, eh?
Well, if it was solely for sustenance, Paulie, and if I had to do it, I would do it because I'm not a vegetarian person.
Right.
Mhm.
I think in my mind, from my personal experience, I think you need meats. So I would do it. I just wouldn't like it. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know some people like to put it this way. I have in my entire life, knock on wood, I am in my entire life ever only hurt one animal, being it my fault.
Mm.
Mhm.
I ran over a squirrel.
Ouch. Yeah.
Other than that, 2 deer have hit me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One deer. We're going on a speaking of a BC on a BC road. It's dark. It's snowy. Blah 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 blah. And we're driving along, and the person across from us, oncoming, hit a deer, and basically sent the deer flying up,
Wow.
and it landed.
And it landed right in front of you.
Right in front of our bumper.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So that was one, and the other one was a deer that literally hit me while I was going by, and I
Yeah.
saw him. I was going by really slowly, and he went. The one went, missed. I missed him. He went to the
Yeah.
other ditch, and as I'm going by, this other one came and ran into my car.
Wow.
Other than that, I've only ever ran into a squirrel, and
Hmm.
even that squirrel I felt bad for.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of a softie when it comes to that. So, but having said that, I have fished before. I've never shot a creature.
Yep. Nope.
But I
me neither.
would, I guess, if I'm hungry. But I don't know. I could easily live on eggs. Like if
True.
I had chickens, I would have chickens not to have chicken meat.
Yeah.
But I would have chickens for the eggs.
Yeah.
I could easily have eggs,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a great protein source as far as I'm concerned. So some people who are hunters, though, I mean, venison is fantastic for you.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
in
Nice
my
and
I don't have a
lean.
problem. This is the kind of conundrum I have in my mind is that I don't have a problem if it's processed ethically and without paying as much as possible.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And I don't mind, so I'll eat meat. I'm not like that. So if somebody shot a deer and processed the deer and gave me meat, or if somebody shot the deer and asked me to come and help them process the meat,
Mhm.
I would do that. I would have no problem with it.
Mhm.
It's just like a little squirmy when it comes to actually firing on a live individual.
Yeah. Yeah. I've not been a hunter either. I had an uncle
No.
who was a big hunter, and he also worked a lot up in the Yellowknife area,
Right?
up north, and that kind of stuff. But because he would always come home with elk meat and all sorts of different things, deer meat, moose meat.
Elk meat is a thing.
Which
Yeah.
is fantastic. Which
Elk
is
meat
great
is
to
beautiful.
eat. It's amazing. It's
What about you,
amazing.
Paul? You ever hunt?
No. I've shot a gun.
Oh, by the way,
I've shot a shotgun. I've shot a 22. As part, I was a kid as part of Boy Scouts,
Yeah.
Cub Scouts, whatever.
I
But
tell you what,
no.
I love shooting. I
Mhm.
absolutely
Oh,
love
not
shooting.
me. No.
I love it. Hey, and I did this little movie, the first short little movie I did.
Yeah.
I had to. We thought we were going to actually shoot the gun. We never shot the gun in the movie in the end.
Yeah.
But this really neat gentleman that I know in Edmonton, his name is Paul. He was ex-RCMP officer, and he had a gun. He had lots of guns.
Yeah.
He took me to the shooting range.
Yeah.
And I shot like a Colt 45. I
Wow.
shot a whole bunch of
Wow.
pistols.
How was the recoil on that?
It's crazy good. It's awesome. It's awesome. I loved it. But he was so cool though, because he had to actually do a plan. He had to like almost like log a flight plan
Right.
of which route he was going to go because he had all these guns.
Wow.
And at one point, I think he even had a little bit of a police escort just to get to the gun range.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, but he had these are some serious weapons.
That's a lot of guns.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
serious weapons. I wish he was listening. I would say thank you again because that was such an experience.
And
I've never shot any handguns. I've only
fantastic.
I've only shot shotguns and 22s, I think.
have a look at the time there, Cliff.
Oh, what time is it? Look at that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the camera? Right there. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the middle of the podcast.
There you go.
There you go.
All 31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Into it.
So sorry, I took us off track a little bit there. Back to the tiny little house.
Mhm.
So tiny houses. What about privacy? Like if let's say you and your wife, right? So let's say there's two people, you and your wife, you're retired, or maybe you don't have kids and you're young,
Yeah.
whatever, and you have a tiny little house. Do you think that'll drive you mad?
It's a hell of a
That's true,
starter
'cause
home.
you're not gonna, yeah. But there's a lot of people that have had their homes and they've sold their big houses and everything to go to a tiny
To go to a
home.
tiny house, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like now you're in this one spot altogether. Like most of the time, the one single bedroom is either sometimes in a loft style,
Right.
like
Yeah,
I've seen,
yeah.
Right.
and you got a tiny little bath. But yeah, there's not a lot of room.
So the
unless
lack of
you're gonna
privacy
sit-
and lack of and lack of the ability to be solitary.
Yeah,
that-
there is no, other than, some of them might put a little deck and stuff on the outside. So if it's a nice day, you can sit outside and the other person's inside. But yeah, that's true. Like that could be,
That's a good
it could
question.
be, that it is a good question. Like, could
It's
you
kind of the same as a mobile home park.
handle be,
I mean,
No,
that's
but
just
the
the
tiny
first
homes
thing.
are so much smaller.
They
tiny
are,
homes got
yeah.
quite a bit.
Oh, no,
So,
100%. Absolutely.
it'd be like,
Yeah.
This, where
Well,
we're
it'd be the
sitting
size of
together.
where we're sitting,
And
right?
then over here would be our, our
Right.
kitchen where our
Right.
little monitors sitting. Like it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Nicole says, "Oh, dude, I shot a Colt 45 and it didn't go well. It ricocheted off the cinder block wall, then off the roof, then bounced back into my inner thigh. Didn't pierce, but left me the giant
Oh my
bruise.
goodness me!
Whoa. Oh,
And then shot in your inner thigh.
it just glanced. It sounds like she got a giant bruise, so it didn't penetrate the thigh. But wow,
Wow.
that makes me think of like an animated cartoon or something like that.
Yeah,
the bullets,
no kidding,
the bullets
eh?
flying.
Looney
all
Tunes.
around.
Hey Nicole, did you hear
Looney
the
Tunes.
pew 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 pew?
I'm curious why that happened, though, Nicole. Like, what were you shooting at?
Wow.
They ricochet off the wall. Not that it's funny.
Holy cow.
It is kind of funny.
It's funny. It's funny because you never got
At
any
least you
damage.
didn't get hurt. Yeah,
exactly.
like badly. You got
Yeah.
a bruise, but you didn't actually get shot yourself.
That's crazy. Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Earlier, Nicole says we're creating so many roadways and digging up farmland. We're going to have to go back to simple times and grow our own food to survive. 100%, Nicole. I tell you what, I roamed. I was North Edmonton one time. I don't know whereabouts. I'm one of those people that often tends to sort of drive. If I'm trying to think, I'll drive. Anyway, I come across this rather large garden. When I say garden, I mean farm. Rather large farm garden. It's a community one, but I guess I don't know if they were Hindus doing like near their temple
mhm.
or whatever. I don't know what it was, or maybe
Mhm.
it was Sikhs. I can't remember. But anyway, I went and talked to them a little bit. This is about going back about 4 or 5 years. They had this massive piece of land
Mhm.
for a garden, like as far as gardens go. A
Mhm.
massive piece of land, and a whole bunch of people are looking after this garden. I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, like, I think that's a great idea.
I agree.
Well, community gardens
I agree.
are a great idea. I think there's a few around the area, but there should be more. Like, why can't there be more
Agreed.
community
And I'm not
gardens?
even talking
I
about
agree.
community gardens in that you have a space and I have a space.
Right,
Yeah, I'm not even
right.
talking about that. I'm talking these guys. It's just one big plot of land,
Mhm.
and it looks like a bunch of families are
Have all gotten together.
all getting
Yeah.
together and
Are they
maintaining-
living there,
I
or are
don't
they
know.
just
I don't
yeah?
know. I don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. I've got a lot of just in my neighborhood. I've got probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 community gardens. I mean, in Mill Woods, I can think of 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you a gardener type?
Like it, don't know enough about it, but I do really enjoy getting outside, getting dirty, getting.
Like
you know,
weeds.
Yeah. Like, what about?
Yep, I really
like,
do. Yeah.
Normally, like, when would you pull the pizza pops? Like, when do they mature?
One,
Do they grow on a plant?
2.5 minutes for one.
What color do they have to be?
2.5 minutes for one, and 5 for 2.
Do
My
they grow
friends.
underground, or do they actually
That's
grow
right.
on a pizza pop plant? Just had to throw that in there.
When they're a certain When they're a certain color, then he knows they're done.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it. I can't wait for the snow to go. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of it.
So I was just gonna say, do you have a garden in your backyard?
No, my kids are still young. I've thought about it many times. I've
Yeah.
actually got a spot for it because we've been there for 12 and a half years now.
Cool.
And the people before, they must have had a shed because there's this little plot, but it's all rocks,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm thinking of pulling that out and just put, and it's nothing big. It's probably, I don't know, 12 by 12,
Nice.
you know?
That'll
So
do.
I'd love to do that, either that or a fireplace, you know?
Nicole says, Paulie,
So-
if we could plant pizza pops, I'm sure we'd all be in.
Game on.
And Bill, what about you? You guys have a garden out at the cottage?
We do. I'm going to be honest. We haven't for the past couple of years actually done anything with it. And part of the reason is we had to have a discussion with our one neighbor who burns his garbage. And,
yeah.
So what was happening is if the wind was blowing our way, of course, then we were getting soot and stuff from his
Yeah.
garbage landing into the garden area
The
that we
garden
built.
area.
Yeah.
So hopefully we've gotten that rectified. So we'll have to get back at doing that for sure. Nicole says you can grow plants in laundry baskets and
Yeah,
plastic pails.
true.
Yeah, you can.
People have little itty bitty, apartment patio,
Yeah.
Gardens
Yeah.
and
Funny
box
story.
planters and
A couple of years ago, I bought this little tomato plant.
Yeah.
It's called Sweet 100s.
Yeah.
It's really sweet, but the
Mhm.
small tomatoes, it's called Sweet 100. So when I bought it, I warned the clerk. I said, I better get 100 tomatoes out of this.
I'm bringing it back.
They better be sweet. I better get 100 out of it, or else you're in deep trouble.
Yeah, I want a refund.
So anyway, I took it home because that son likes tomatoes.
There it is, sweet 100 tomato.
There we
plant.
go. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yummy.
So then I planted it, and then I planted it in a bigger container. I planted it in one of those fiber containers with automatically root prunes. It's awesome.
Yep.
And I bought a cage for it, a really nice square cage for it. Can you believe it? That plant, if I stand up, it was twice my width and as high as me.
wow.
So you got
And if I were to guess how many tomatoes I got of it, I
Yeah.
probably got 2,000.
wow,
Whoa.
2,000 tomatoes.
Yep.
Oh,
And so they're about what,
coming
golf
over
ball
for
size?
tomato
They're-
sauce.
no, no,
little
no, no,
smaller.
they're really tiny. They're like a
Oh,
grape.
really tiny. Okay,
They're like
okay.
a small grape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sweet as honey.
Mm.
And I bet you Leslie and took a handful like this off every single day. And then I had neighbors come and say, yeah, take some. And it was like, it's crazy. Now I fertilized it with tomato stuff and all type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I pruned the leaves because you could prune the green, right? Then you promote more fruit and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I did all the things, but I couldn't believe it. It's like,
No.
No.
I
wow.
couldn't believe it was fantastic. And they're so sweet and they're so delicious and they're fabulous.
It's a
Do
lot
you have
of
raspberry
tomatoes.
bushes?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No,
we
that
have
was really
we have wild raspberries.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, yummy. Wow.
Deborah Hughes Gar says, "Hey, gardening is great. Are we still allowed 3 plants?" Yes, was a question mark.
What?
I'm not sure what that means, Deborah. Like,
Oh.
okay, now we
Wait,
get it.
what? What did I miss? What?
Hey, gardening is great. Are we still allowed 3 plants?
plants.
So we know what you're growing, Deborah.
Oh, wait.
Molly, it just took a second to click in.
Oh, I got it.
It is the morning here, Deborah.
I got it. I've seen that 70s show. I know what you're talking about.
It is the morning here, Deborah. So yeah.
Yeah, it gives a whole new meaning to pottery.
So what are you saying,
hey,
Deborah?
Deb, a whole
Do you-
new meaning to pottery.
Pottery.
To pottery.
Yes. Do you, Deborah? What are you saying? Do you have more than 3? Is that why you're asking?
Do you pull the weed? I mean, weeds?
Yeah.
Deborah or Nicole says this is awesome. You can also take some of those seeds and plant them the following year.
Mm.
What's he?
What seeds? What seeds are we talking about? And Paulie just arrived.
Polly just arrived. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? Especially with tomatoes and stuff like that. You buy heirloom plants, heirloom seeds or heirloom plants, and you can. I bought red Russian kale the
Yeah.
1 year.
You mean love kale?
Red Russian. I hate kale.
Oh.
So it's red Russian kale, which is actually quite a bit tender.
Where'd you buy it
The
then?
leaves are quite a bit tender. You can buy it anywhere. It's quite common. It's quite common. So anyway, so about this red Russian kale, and I don't know why it was in a hurry. I don't know why it was Russian, but anyway.
Wow.
So I let one of the plants were beautiful, man. They were like fantastic. And Leslie Ann likes kale. So, but anyway, I let 2 of the plants go to seed. Oh my
Mm.
God, I got like billions and billions and billions of seed. And of course, because it's heirloom, it'll grow the same plant. I don't know if you guys know, but if it's not an heirloom plant, like
Yeah,
most
I've heard
tomatoes
that.
are hybrid, right? So if you take the tomato and then you plant the seed, you're probably not going to get the same tomato.
Right.
It's like apples, right?
Mhm.
Plant the seed of an apple, you have no idea what apple you're going to get. You could
Mhm.
get a beautiful apple, you could get one you never heard of, you could get one that's this big and tastes like terrible.
Mhm.
So, because some of these plants are hybrids, so if you plant the seed, you never know what you're going to
Wow.
get, right? But if you buy heirloom stuff, then you can plant the seed and you know you're going to get the
Same thing.
the same product, right?
By the way, Deborah Hughes Gar says, "Nope, not me. Nothing to see here."
Nothing to see.
So, yes,
so
those
Nicole
plants.
says sweet 100 seeds. Yes, indeed, Nicole.
Yeah.
Actually, what I did the one year, to be honest with you, I actually cut a stem off the sweet 100s plant. It's very easy to propagate tomatoes, obviously. And I put it in a small little container and I overwintered it. And then the next spring I took it out there and the damn thing grew beautifully. So so I kept the same plant, just basically a clone.
Well, yeah. I'm curious though, going back to Deborah's statement, how many people out there, I'm sure lots, because again, I don't know if that rule is still in place of 3 plants, being that it's legalized.
Yeah.
So maybe you can have as many plants as you want. Does anybody know that? Like, can you?
I think it's legalized to have a certain amount too. I don't think
So
it's
is it
legal
still
to
3?
just no, I don't think you can have like a farm.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was a rule.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, I knew it
yeah.
used to be. I knew it was
No.
3, but I'm just curious. Yeah. if
No, I'm
that
just
had-
saying. though, I don't think
change,
you can have
yeah.
a farm.
You
I
can't-
think even though
yeah.
it's legal, I think you still have a restriction.
you can't have it.
Look at those tomatoes. Look how amazing they look.
Yummy.
They look good.
Right?
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Probably as good as what your meatloaf would have tasted if we had a
If
chance
you'd
to
have
eat
had
it.
If we had it, oh, still a sore spot.
Still a sore
Still a sore spot.
That's
it's-
awesome.
And speaking of you talking like sweetness, I think you said they taste like honey. That quickly triggered the fact that at our last music club, so Haley, who's
Oh,
on
yeah.
the board of the Music Society and also is our bartender and takes care of all of our alcohol,
She's a
changed the
resident
Raven up.
alcoholic.
She adjusted the Ravenwood or Ravenade cocktail that we have at Raven, which is purple gin and lemonade. So she added honey to it.
Oh
last
my
week.
Paulie, you've not had it yet. You haven't
I've
tried it?
not
So
had it.
we-
Just
yet.
wait.
I
just
didn't.
wait.
I didn't have a full one, but I had a taste. Oh, it was
I had a
amazing.
full one, and then
And
well,
I
actually, I
know
had a full one, but I gave
Leslie Ann was hydrating with it so much that actually during the show, her cup went flying behind me. There was ice. all
Haley,
over
my
the place.
address and phone number are.
Yeah. Oh, Paulie,
So-
wait till you taste the honey one.
That's
So
a
I was thinking, what I was
great
thinking
idea.
of doing, and I had said this to Cliff earlier in the week, is at some point inviting Haley to come on to the podcast,
And make us
and
drinks.
she can make us. Because she has her own company now. She's her own bartending and event company, so she likes to make different cocktails or try different cocktails. So she could come here and maybe
Well, we could be a
try
guinea
few
pig.
I'll
couple.
be your guinea pig.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not a problem.
So I'll have to talk to Haley about that. Maybe one Saturday.
By the way,
morning we'll
James,
have
I'll
her
need a
come on.
ride home that day. just so that you know.
I'm sure your kids are close to getting a learner's license.
Not close enough. Not that
Not
close.
that close.
So we'll have Haley come on one Saturday morning because it's always noon somewhere, and she can try a couple of her new cocktails that she wants to test out.
I think that's a capital idea.
I think that's a really good idea for sure.
What are you guys doing next week?
Well, it all depends on her schedule because she's got the kids, so it depends when she has the little ones on the weekend. And
Bring them.
not,
They can
right?
bartend. Bring them. They can serve.
Nicole says, "Oh, now having a cocktail hour sounds like so much fun."
That sounds good. Hey, I did mix drinks on the Podlie podcast once.
We did that one time.
Right, we had vodka and all that.
It was
sort of
similar
stuff
to
the
what
one
you were
time,
drinking now, but it had the vodka.
but
in
it
it.
had the vodka.
Yeah, and that was very good as well. You
Yeah.
guys are making me thirsty.
You're making me
Pretzels
thirsty.
are making me
I was
thirsty.
just gonna
So-
say that.
So back to topic then.
Yeah,
so
back to topic.
Then. If you say, alternative lifestyles, one of the alternative lifestyles would be living in smaller
Yep.
houses, living off the land, living
Yep.
in acreages, homesteading. I love that word, homesteading.
Homesteading, yeah.
Just the word,
Mhm.
just saying the word homesteading makes me
Yep.
want to homestead. That's awesome. And meats. I don't know. You could have chickens. I mean, Haley has 26 chickens.
She's got a ton of
we
chickens.
can raid
chickens,
her hen house for some eggs.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
Is that true?
She does.
Wow.
Well, because her and her husband are out on their land
Yeah.
now, so they live east of Shore Park.
I
They've got like
did not know
26 acres actually.
Very
15 chickens, 26 acres of land.
It's beautiful.
So they're living out there.
cool. Haley, we never talk anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So as far as alternate lifestyles goes, like homesteading and so on and so forth, what about alternate like we talked about food, obviously food,
Mhm.
like what would you ever go back to making food like sourdough bread and unleavened bread.
I would love to go back to making
and right.
different breads and try it. Just to
But the
try it
thing
out,
is, you
yeah.
have to order the flour from Europe,
True.
right? Because right now, I mean,
Yeah,
if you
that's
go
true.
to Italy, you could, I have an acquaintance that lives in Italy. I swear she lives breakfast on baguettes and butter, and she's fine. Meanwhile, if we did that here, you'd die.
Well, you talk about Europe and Paris, right? Famous for its baguettes. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe how many people I would see walking down the street in Paris with a big baguette, but they're eating it.
Yeah.
They're eating it
Yeah.
as they're walking. That's
And
their snack.
notice no gluten issues and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff. Why? Because
Yeah.
in America, North America, the food that we eat is absolutely unbelievably ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, bread. Have you ever looked at the label on a loaf of bread? And you know what? Everything you get, right?
Can you pronounce any of it?
If you get a muffin, it's like enriched wheat. Why do you have to enrich the wheat?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll tell
it's
you why
all
you have
made,
to enrich the wheat. Is because
they want it to last forever, right?
because you have what they do is they strip
Longer
all the
shelf
nutrients
life.
out of it.
Yeah.
They strip all the nutrients out of it. Then they have
Yeah.
to put some nutrients back in a different fashion. That's why it's called enriched. So they enrich it. Well, if you didn't strip the damn thing out in the first place, you wouldn't have to enrich it. It's already enriched. It's God-given food.
Well, and so much of it, like I said, is because they want longer shelf life. So they
Yeah.
take out everything to give it longer
it that,
shelf life, right?
Yeah.
They want that loaf of bread to last for a month, not 4 days.
Not 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, and it's for financial purposes as well, of course.
So the fact
So-
of the matter is, in North America, the reason why we have all these issues with gluten and all that type of stuff is because of the food, because of our stupid food chain. So if you did go back to homesteading and you
Yeah.
want to bake sourdough bread and all that type of stuff, I swear you'd have to order, flour from the UK or
I'm
one
sure.
of the old countries.
Probably, you probably would have to do that. Yeah, that
You know,
that always amazed me, and that was something I wanted to see, which we did see in Paris, was the amount of the bakeries that are there,
they're there, yeah.
and baguettes.
A friend of mine was just in Paris last week. Bakeries everywhere.
croissants
everywhere. Yeah.
Now the
Oh,
interesting
man, a
thing.
fresh croissant with butter.
Here's the interesting thing about
hungry
the
now.
croissants.
Even
though.
the continental breakfasts were just beautiful. They were
Yeah.
just beautiful.
So the croissants in Paris, which were supposed to be absolutely amazing. So we said, okay, well, we've got to have a croissant in Paris.
You're gonna have
Supposed to-
croissant, yeah.
So, but I have to admit, I had a croissant in Paris. I didn't actually get any real difference from eating a croissant that's made here than I ate there.
Versus yeah.
Now, maybe obviously ingredients, maybe
The
and
ingredients are
the
different,
fresh stuff
but the
different.
flavor, the
But
taste.
the flavor and taste wasn't all that much
Was not much
different.
different.
To be
Well,
honest.
yeah.
But the baguettes and stuff, boy, the breads and stuff there are just amazing.
When I was a kid, one of my favorite memories. We used to have in one of the places we moved around a lot, but one of the places that we lived, there was a baker down the road, and we're talking baker mud oven,
Right.
Forno mud oven.
Oh
Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, down the road.
Yep.
It's a village, right?
yeah.
Anyway, get up in the morning. I don't know how old I was, but they used to have this thing called bruns, bruns, B-R-U-N-S. So it's like a bun, but it's huge. It's the size of a pizza, let's say, and it rises like quite high.
Yeah.
And used to call it a bruns. I don't know if that's an Indian term. What I have no idea. I was too young to know. Anyway, one of my family members, brothers or whatever, would go run and they'd buy one of these bruns and bring it home and have that with fresh sweet chai tea.
Well,
And I tell
Wow.
you what, my mom would heat the butter up, and the this bruns would come completely
Very cool.
completely and utterly fresh and hot right out of this Forno oven.
Yeah.
This earth oven. And we would sit there for breakfast and we'd have this beautiful chai tea, so nice with what the milk and sugar that they put in it. And you would eat to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
breakfast
Yeah.
in so many ways and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many times. And sometimes you'd make eggs, yeah, but most of the time, oh man, it's heaven.
Mm.
If you did that now, you'd die
yeah.
with the with the food that we have now.
Food, yeah. Nicole says there's a certain flour at Costco that's been making amazing sourdough.
Oh.
So maybe
Sourdough is kind of the it bread for a lot of people that are making,
Nicole,
Well,
my
that are,
friend,
that are,
I
that
just
are busy in the kitchen.
I'm just starting a sourdough whatever you call culture. I bought these seeds, these sourdough, whatever you call it, from a place called Kensington. It's supposed to be 150-year-old sourdough that they rejuvenated. I'd be interested in knowing what that flour is. Thank you very much.
Mm.
So you're gonna try and cultivate sourdough to make a sourdough bread? Yeah.
So I
Good.
bought this the what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Seeds or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Kensington, you can look
Yeah.
online. It's a Canadian company.
Well, isn't it like an enzyme? It'd be like an enzyme, would it not?
It's the starter.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I bought that. And like it's 150-year-old whatever yeast, I guess it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. And so I'm actually looking for good
Well,
flour.
A good, sourdough bread is actually quite good for you. Actually,
Oh, it's very good.
very good for
because
you.
it's fermented, right?
It is
Delicious too.
By the way, Deborah Hughes Gar says you guys are making me hungry.
Yeah.
Me too,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry here as well. Thirsty and hungry.
And Nicole says I bought a starter. That's exactly what I bought, Nicole. So now
Yeah.
I need to feed it. My big question, because I don't know anything about sour bread, I'm going to learn obviously, is how often do you have to feed it, and what do you do with it? I mean, I'm in a very small family. It's not like I'm going to make a big batch of bread every week.
Yeah.
So what do I do with this? Can I put it in the freezer? I have a whole bunch of questions, which of course I'll research. But my biggest question, one of my biggest questions, is about the flour, because sourdough is wonderful. It's fantastic. I love it, and especially if I do it myself and bake it myself, it would make me happy to do that.
Yeah.
It would make me happy to give somebody bread that I made.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you guys never ate my meatloaf when I brought it, but maybe you'll have some bread.
I was waiting for that. Got to put a quick plug in here. Deborah Hughes Gar has asked us to plug the Farmhouse Bakery, which is close to Camrose. Grows everything, makes everything from scratch. No BS chemicals. Best
What?
in Alberta.
Yummy. Okay.
Farmhouse Bakery.
Yeah.
That is on my list.
Road trip to
We'll have
Camrose.
to check that. We'll have to check that out. We're gonna see if we can see the website here right away.
Yeah, James is pulling it
But
up.
That sounds really cool. Oh,
Yummy.
I just saw a
Love it.
picture of it
Farmhouse
there.
Bakery.
Farmhouse Bakery. Everything from scratch. There it is. There's a picture of it. And there's the website. So
Oh
this camera-
my.
look at
Going to
that.
Camrose.
Chocolate croissants.
Okay, I'm
fruit
hungry
pies,
now.
coffee
Wow. Look
cakes.
at those croissants.
Okay.
Nadine.
Oh,
Can I make a confession to you guys?
What's that?
you want to meet Nadine?
No, I am getting really hungry.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And
no
that's
kidding.
that's not a good thing. I'll tell you why. I wasn't going to say anything because I'm secretive about these things. But I'm on a long fast.
Oh,
okay.
oh.
And here we are showing
Ugh.
all this food and
I'm
stuff.
on
to
a
you.
long fast.
Uh-oh.
So right now we're at almost 11 o'clock. At 10:30, it was 60 hours. 60
Wow.
hours.
Wow. How long are you going?
72.
Wow.
Okay.
So at 10:30 this morning, it was 60 hours.
Mhm.
At 10:30 tonight, it'll be 72. So if I'm awake and hungry, I'm going to eat at 10:30.
Yeah.
And if not, it might be even a little bit longer.
Wow.
So all of you people, I will tell you this very clearly. I don't like you.
We've all been talking about food for the last 20 minutes.
I know, I love it. No, hey, not a problem.
Yeah.
if you leave at 6 tonight, you can hit Camrose by 8 o'clock.
By 8 o'clock. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Farmhouse Bakery. I'll remember that. That's awesome. And Nicole, if you end up knowing what that flour is called, would you be kind enough? Oh, she just told me.
Mhm.
Oh no, reminds me of friendship bread
Yeah.
starter. Nicole, I don't know what that flour is, but if you get a chance, let me know, will you?
Deborah Hughes Gar says they also have a lot at the Edmonton Bountiful Market.
Yeah,
from the
never-
south
I
side.
haven't
Oh, I've
been
been there. That's a nice
Yeah.
place.
Have you? I've never been
I've
there
not
yet.
been
Real
there
close to
either.
my house, and
You
I've
know what
never
I bought
still
there?
never been there.
Does anybody know what a jackfruit is?
Oh, yes.
Do you know what jackfruit?
For
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
I lived in Asia.
Oh, there you go. So did I. But
Yeah.
I never found jackfruit. I found like canned and all.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm roaming through Bountiful, and I'm like, there's a big gargantuan
Yeah,
jackfruit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this big.
And
this
you like
big.
eating jackfruit just like,
Oh
like-
my god.
no, I don't like it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I
No.
love it. It is
I've never
by
tried
far-
it.
It is by far my favorite fruit.
Wow. No,
I've
not
never
me.
tried it.
You never tried it, Bill?
I have not
Try it
tried
when
it.
it's fresh. It's a unique taste.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But my god, if you like it, you love it.
That's very,
What
that
a
is very true.
What a beautiful fruit it
that's
is.
very true.
Nicole said there's a lovely group of ladies from Morinville who are called Big Bite, and they make amazing sourdough and charcuterie boards.
Oh, charcuterie.
Mm,
Hey, James,
charcuterie
could you do me a
boards.
favor?
Wow.
Could you pull up a jackfruit tree? You got to see
Yeah.
how this fruit grows, how it
And-
grows. A jackfruit tree. See how the jackfruit grows. It's so unique.
There's the bakery. Nicole's going to send you that information.
Go to Camrose.
Thanks, Nicole.
So,
Yep, those are jackfruit.
Look how it hangs. Find one
Wow.
that it hangs
Not
down.
my thing.
looks like an oversized grape.
No,
but they're
it-
huge.
I
though.
know,
Like
but
I
it's,
know they're
but it's
huge,
double
but-
the size of a big watermelon.
Yeah. Well,
And if you look at some of the trees, they actually hang down. It looks like a dangling
I'm assuming
bell.
full of nutritional value as
Oh,
well.
it's fantastic, man! It's fantastic. Okay. Look right next to the girl. Look on the right hand
Yeah, I
side.
see how big they are there.
They're huge and they hang down.
Yeah.
They're an amazing fruit. I'm telling you.
And you don't like them, Paul.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
love
too
them.
very bitter. They're very bitter.
No, they're not.
I've tried. The
No, they're
ones
not.
that I've. They're
No,
very
they're not.
bitter.
No,
Oh,
you
just-
didn't. No, you didn't.
That's not the right jackfruit.
No,
Maybe
no.
that was a John fruit.
Or no. I think maybe not ripe enough.
That
Yeah,
that
whatever.
could
that
be.
could
No,
very
no.
well
You
be.
have a jackfruit that's ripe
How do,
and ready.
how do you
to
know
eat.
that it's ripe?
It's a beautiful yellow on the inside.
But like if you're buying,
You
if
can
I'm going,
smell it.
if I go to the
Smell
Bountiful
it.
Market to buy a jackfruit, how do I know that the one I'm buying is ripe? Like, is it
Yeah.
is it soft? Is it
No, it's not. It's very difficult to know. But you can tell because if you press it, it'll be a little bit soft, and you can probably smell it.
okay?
And the smell is really awesome. It's like just a lovely smell to it.
Mm.
But Paulie, no. If you get the right ripeness, it's yellow. The fruit
Oh,
is
I'm
yellow.
sure. Yeah.
The seed is very bitter. If you have it unripe, it's very bitter. But if you take the seed out, the seed's big, and just take the flesh. And if it's fresh, it's yellow and succulent and beautiful.
Mm. Yeah, not my thing. I don't know.
Well, no, not
No,
your
no.
thing. Perhaps because you didn't have
Oh,
one in the right
potentially.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Sure. Potentially.
Because it's definitely not bitter.
Deborah Hughes Gar says it's not bitter if you take it with gin.
And I don't know, maybe it's the English in me.
Deb.
Maybe it's the English in me, Deb, but we like bitters. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I tell you what, you take a good cocktail and you just, get a little bit of orange rind or something in there. You can get that nice, beautiful
Yeah,
bitter flavor
yummy.
that we English love so much.
Wow. With gin, besides the plants that Deborah grows and gin and everything, she's got quite the
Yeah, Deb, can
life
you invite
going
me
there.
over, please?
Yeah.
Deb, you're living off the grid there, Deb.
Yeah, when are we coming over?
Yeah.
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 I like it.
Bountiful Market on the south side. I'm no promoter person, but it's a nice.
Yeah, I've
place.
still never been.
I've seen lots of pictures, but yeah, I've yet
Yeah.
to
You just don't
actually go.
expect it because it's the middle of an industrial area.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
You don't
that's
expect it.
exactly
I'll
right.
have to go
Yeah.
check that out. Well, we're down to about 2 minutes left
2
here.
minutes. You guys, hey, listen, this has been kind of a random discussion, etc. But as usual, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you for that, and thank you for engaging with us in the comments. If you like the podcast, please share it. Of course, if you didn't like it, well, then you should share it anyway. If you're not subscribed, which I think all of you are, but if you're not, please do.
Tell your
And-
friends to subscribe.
That's right. And most importantly, I just want to thank you from all of us for being here and coming and hanging with us on a Saturday morning. Right. So
Yeah, nothing
Thank
like
you.
a good 10 a.m. Saturday morning. As mentioned, working on more topics and having things like Haley come in might be kind of an interesting little cocktail morning. Why not?
Yeah.
Things like that. And I know Paul's all for it for sure. He pretty excited when we mentioned.
Hopefully, we take your mind off of some things and get your mind on other things.
start your Saturday
hopefully.
off in a
Yeah.
good way with Podlies. Your
Yeah.
Saturday. There you go, Nicole. Start and end with that silly Saturday thing.
Yeah. Nicole says, thank you, lovelies, for a wonderful Saturday. Can't wait to see you all next week. You as well. Make sure you like our Facebook page as well. If you haven't done that, like and follow the Facebook
And
page.
topics.
And topics, throw topics up there. I think I saw a little notification this morning on Facebook or something that we hit a certain amount of followers on our Facebook
Nice.
page.
Love it.
So do that. And like we said, subscribe, get all your friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, everybody, have a great week. And we'll see you for episode 206 next Saturday morning.
Stay happy.